Now look, it's day 39 and we've been a bit hamstrung here at the Coral Sea Marina. Coral Sea?
That's it.
Not the Seashell Marina. The Coral Sea Marina, because the bow thruster is not working, and it's okay to drive the boat, but it's a bit hard to get it in and out when there's a boat next to us. So we're just waiting for some temporary repairs to be done that'll tide us through. So I thought I'd read out some comments. We like to read out the comments because it shows that we read them, all the feedback, or Sue does anyhow.
Thank you.
But I knew this was going to happen, and we preempted this pathetic inquiry from Angela. Now, Angela, come with me, Sue. Come with me. Now, come down. Mind the step. Steps here, as if you didn't know that. Come down here. You following me?
I'm following.
Right. Now, it's like on the plane. You turn right to go to first class, or you turn left to go to first class. This is. Can I go in here?
Yes.
This is what I do. This is Sue's bedroom. So here it is here. Now, we won't have, because all the smalls might be just littered around the thing. Don't show them all your smalls. Here, see that there? Now, we went in to get a fan, and I toyed with buying 2 fans because I should have one, and of course we got the drop handlebar gee whiz golly gosh sports model for Sue. And we had a robust discussion at the fan shelf. And I said, no, I'm not going to buy a second fan because they were $19.95. I thought, I'm not spending $19.95 on a second fan, seeing as I don't sleep in here. We'll save the $19.95 and get an extra couple of plates of sushi when we go to the sushi train. So this is Sue's rooms. This is the fan. It works. I haven't got a fan. I'll tell you why. Come with me. Follow.
He doesn't have this as well. A mirror on the bed, on the roof. What is it? How 60s is that?
Yeah. Well, Sue looked up there one day and thought someone was falling out of the sky on top of her. And all right, now, so that's her. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Right. So this is I don't have to knock to go into my room. This is my room. Now look.
Can I come in?
Yes, you can come in any time you like. So this is my room. And look, so there's a hatch. See? Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. So there's a hatch there, see? That's where the air comes in for my nighttime peaceful sleep. So we didn't go the extra $19.95 on a fan. Okay, go back up. So that's why I knew someone was going to say, oh, didn't you buy 2 fans? That's why I didn't buy 2 fans. I thought I'd have an extra couple of plates of sashimi at the sushi train. Now, this is some of the comments. Keep going, get out of the way. Oh, no, yeah, thank you, sir. Well, you can be part of this. Do you want to put it on a stand and I'll read them out?
Okay.
Well, button off. Incidentally, one of the comments was, who was it, said, Celeste, the drama queen, said, her husband now says, when he wants me to be quiet, he says, button off, Celeste. So, button off now soon. We'll put it on a stand and we'll do these together. All right, we're back. So these are some of the comments. Man with no shame. Paul Green says he cleans pools in the Gold Coast and wanted a shout out. Doesn't have got any comments, just so.
He listens to it, so he puts his obviously into his earpods or earpods into things while he's cleaning the pool. He listens to. He just wanted a shout out.
Well, what about the million of people that have?
Well, at least he asked.
Bevan Andrews, 6911. He found it humorous that I drove the car with a backpack on. Why is that so unusual? I mean, it's unusual, but I had the backpack on because I was going to buy provisions and to get it on and off. I know you think that's not a big deal, but I have another little bag I carry the phones.
The man bag.
Yeah, the man bag, or as opposed to the purse. You have a purse. In fact, you have 2 purses. But you have a purse you carry money in. So I just put it on. Then someone said, it looks like you're going parachuting.
You want to jump out of the car.
Who said that? Someone said, look like I'm going parachuting. Oh, yeah, Tingo Down Under or Tango Down Under. Which brings me to the point. People say you don't need a parachute. You don't necessarily have to parachute to go skydiving. You know that? No.
Why?
Why? Well, you don't have to have a parachute to go skydiving. You only need to have one if you want to do it again. All right.
How you going?
Sunseeker.
Oh, this is the extension of the backpack because they said you look like Dora the Explorer.
I look like you look like Dora the Explorer. Who's Dora?
Dora it's a cartoon character, isn't it? And she wears a backpack, so you look like that. So then I must be Boots. I think the offsider to Dora the Explorer is Boots. So I must be Boots.
Now have a listen to this cocksmack. User KM, do you feel safe driving with Sam? Could I tell you, user KM, I am in the top 1% of drivers in the country. I know it doesn't necessarily mean if you have no demerit points that you're a good driver. It just means you're slow and cautious and boring. But I haven't had a demerit point for 10 years, not one demerit point. Which doesn't necessarily mean you're a good driver. My judgment is impeccable, and I find it very hard to drive with other people because they're not in the same class as me, and it makes me nervous. So don't worry about my driving. You feel safe with me, don't you, when I'm driving? What?
Yes, of course I do. It's questionable about your parking. When you park on an angle like that instead of in the bay like that.
Well, we're borrowing cars which we're very, very grateful for from the Seashell Marina.
Coral Sea Marina.
But the cars they give us are, well, they're extraordinarily good cars, but I think they're built, I think one of them runs on wood, and the other one runs out of a steam furnace. I think they're not the latest model. But they haven't got reverse cameras on them, but I back the thing in and back it into tight spaces. In fact, the only excitement I get these days is parking my car in a tight space.
Really?
It's a joke. Craig from Perth said minge. He said only an Aussie would say minge. Well, minge, if you look it up in the dictionary, there's minge is in the dictionary. Minge means what you think it means. I met a bloke who he's got a boat here. He made a fortune out of selling cheap dictionaries. Dictionaries, Oxford dictionaries were selling for $100. He was selling his dictionaries for $5 through mail order. And the bloke said, I bought one of the dictionaries for $5. He said it was fantastic, except the words weren't all the words were there, but they weren't in alphabetical order.
Why?
That's why he sold it. He said all the words were in the dictionary, but they weren't in alphabetical order. Do you get that?
Not really. It's pretty stupid.
You don't get it. Well, say you wanted to look up philanthropist, and there wasn't in the P section, because that's how you spell philanthropist. It wasn't in the P section. There was just a whole lot of 10,000 words in the dictionary. You have to go through and see if you can find the word for.
But it's always in alphabetical order.
Right. I'm speaking to an ape. The point is that dictionaries were being sold cheaply because.
Did someone stick it together or something?
They had assembled the dictionary with all the words in it, but they weren't in alphabetical order, which made it.
Rightio.
The Vault man said he had his prostate checked as a result of us being on this trip and mentioning the prostate campaign we're on for Rule, the prostate organisation.
Good on you.
Good on you, Vault. And someone said when we mentioned 88s, all the number plates or something was 88.
No, they're on the battery on the scooter when it was.
Oh yeah, it had two eights on the, and I said 8856, brother. 88s. If you ever remember Harry Beitzel calling the football, so 88s are 56 in. If you are an AFL fan, 88s are 56. There's a goal. 8 goals. 8 is 56. 6 8s are 48.
Oh, I get that now.
Yeah, but 8/8, of course, are 64 normally, but if you're saying 8/8 are 56, that's what, so that's why I said 8/8, and that's bloke got onto that. He must have listened to Harry Beitzel. Joe Reed Smith. And now here's Joe Reed, have a listen to this. She said, why don't you admit to buffing? I presume what's buffing? Oh, I think I know what buffing means.
No, I didn't know what buffing is. You had to explain that one.
Why don't you admit to buffing Sue here for many years?
That's an interesting...
Well, I wouldn't admit to buffing Sue for many years if A, I had been buffing her, and B, it had been for many years. I'd wear that as a badge of honour. But so far, I'm not allowed in the room.
Keep dreaming.
Me and then Joe Reed says, I was a household name once, now I'm just a feather duster. I think you've mixed your metaphors there, Joe Reed. That you used to be a rooster, now you're a feather duster. A household name has got nothing to do with being a feather duster. You've mixed your metaphors there, if you know what a metaphor is. Rod Dowsing says that Sue has spent 30 days with Sam. She has actually become a martyr.
I'd agree with that.
Okay. So what has been wrong with being with me for 30 days?
It's been very interesting.
Yeah, You're up here living the life of Riley. You paid for nothing. I give you a good ride. I make all your meals.
You do. I do. No. I think it's been pretty good. So, yeah, I am a martyr.
No, you're not a martyr. You're not a martyr at all. Parachute, Tingo Down Under says parachute. Yeah, we did. Nick Sexton says good scenery at the undies rack at Big W.
The Bombay Bloomers.
That was just a reference to Jan.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. They were showing Jan and the scenery at the undies rack.
Yeah. Celestine, I mentioned that. She calls her husband now, says to button off when he wants her to shut up. Diamond Brad, he's a tradie. He said silicon is silicon. It doesn't matter if it says it's roof and gutter silicon. It's sticky goo which patches up stuff like leaking windscreens. Doesn't matter if it's on metal or fiberglass or glass. Good on you, Diamond Brad. And someone said Chinotto. I said Kanoto, Chinotto. They said, it's pronounced Chinotto or Kanoto. I think I say Chinotto. Let me ask you this question. Chemist is spelt Chemist. Chocolate is spelt Chocolate. Is it chemist or is it cocolate? Is it Chinotto or Kanoto? It just depends what emphasis you have on the correct syllable. It's like Monaco and Monaco. I contend it's Monaco. I contend it's Caribbean rather than the Caribbean. Who knows? I know what it is, and I'm saying what I say is correct.
Because you're never wrong. But you've got to say it with the accent. You've got Canotto.
What, pretend I'm Italian?
Yeah.
Well, that's being xenophobic. That's taking the piss. That you get into trouble for taking off other races these days. If you say I met a Chinese person and he said, "Oh, hello, how are you?" People take offence at that. Why don't you just say? He said to me, "Hello, how are you?" Why do you have to narrow your eyes and go, "Hello, how are you?" Why do you have to do that? And Camo. He's had his prostate checked as a result of us, just giving him a shout out. And someone said, lithium batteries. Why do you charge the scooters on the boat? Because the lithium batteries could catch fire. You know, a la electric vehicles catching fire. Why would you buy an electric vehicle for any reason? But lithium batteries could catch fire. We don't charge the scooters on the boat, whoever sent that in. We charge them on the dock, and we hope that catches fire. Mind you, did we show that last night about the barbecue?
No.
Oh, no, we'll show you this. I was up cooking cooking another meal for Susan here last night up in the upstairs barbecue. We got two barbecues. And the chops started to flame up, and a little flame arose. A bloke rushed from the boat opposite us, said there was he called the fire brigade. He thought the boat was on fire. I'm standing there minding my own business. And the sirens and the people rang the phone up and said, "Is your boat on fire?" I said, "Not at all. The barbecue's on fire because it's cooking some very, very nice chops." So there's another catastrophe if people mind their own business. No, the man could have said he's a very good man. He was the man that laughed when we dropped the scooter in the water. He said, "Well done." He said, "And even a better job to get it out of the water." That's now at the doctor's, the scooter, just getting attended to. How do you reckon that'll go? Anyhow, that's it. There's just a little snatch of a little snatch of selected comments that people have given us. So that's it for now. Boring day, isn't
Are
it?
you okay up here? Someone just said there was a fire.
Well, there is a fucking fire. I'm cooking chops. I'm cooking our dinner. What? We've had the fire brigade on alert.
They have
I can see 2 fire trucks have arrived.
the guy across the road.
Yeah, there's a bit of smoke.
He's been out there and he's
That's
come.
what happens when you barbecue things. Well, righto. If they cared to yell out, "Are you all right?" I could have said, "Yeah, I'm all right."
He couldn't see you because
People
you were
ringing
upstairs.
us and everything's all right. It'd be beautiful.
Oh, look at that. Dinner
Look
time.
at that. You can't see it, but look at it. Oh, I
What
could
I
put it near
can
the
see
flame.
Just watch the flames.
Yeah.
Rightio.
All right, well done.